We did not just film the other video.
No.
Yes, we did.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, it's easier to do it this way.
Yeah.
Just deal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry.
Wow.
Cut it out.
So, all right, today we have a very special, important video.
That's some ASMR right there.
So you might be thinking,
Eli.
David. Some people might get my name wrong. Eli, why have you brought us here today? What is this? Look, we know what the realities are of modern life.
What? Just depression
and too many streaming services.
Oh, yeah.
Because let's be real, we're on the rebound. You know, cable, too many channels. Went to a few streaming services. Too many streaming services. There's too many. All right.
There are too many.
And frankly, if you're like us, you're kind of a cheap ass, and you don't want to pay $500 a month to get your Paramount Plus, your Apple Plus, your Disney Plus, your Discovery Plus,
Your plus.
your C plus plus, your C minus in calculus, and you get kicked out of the house because your parents are mad at you. You don't want all that.
You don't want that.
All right. So we broke it down. We picked a list of five actually free streaming services that we have used, or in I think one case that we haven't actually used because it's illegal. No.
Okay, maybe we should make it about 4 if it's illegal.
No. But these are, if you're a fan of the channel, if you're looking for your anime, or if you're looking for your Japanese movies, here are some places that you might not have known you can go for literally streaming stuff for free. Yeah. Because we're getting to that point where streaming services are becoming like broadcast television, where some of them are free with advertisements. So I haven't told Kylie what these services are.
No, I mean, I'm assuming I'm probably aware of some of them.
Yeah, this is to get your raw reaction. Your raw react. First up, we got Crackle.
I don't actually know what Crackle is.
I think we've only used Crackle like once or twice. But it was good. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about it. So Crackle, it is run by Sony, the big S. You know,
the big S in the sky.
Yeah, the one other than Sonic. So Crackle was founded in 2004, and it really hit it big in 2011 when they started using it, releasing it as an app for like PlayStation 3 and stuff like that.
I think I've seen it.
You have. We actually have it. We just barely ever use it.
Okay.
It's available on all kinds of devices as a standalone app, so it's super easy to get.
We're not sponsored, by the
No,
way.
we're not sponsored by any of
We're
these.
just trying to help y'all, because we've definitely had people reach out and be like, hey, these movies are expensive. How can I watch them? And it's like, yeah, we know they're really, really expensive. How can we watch them?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't actually watch any of the movies that we've covered up to this point. We just kind of, we get the cliff notes.
Yep.
So Crackle is free with ads, and there is no premium option. So you're just gonna have to bear with the ads, okay? If you want to use it.
Just like, I don't know, use ads to like pet your dog, rub your cat,
Yep.
kiss your best friend.
Good thing I'm your best friend. Otherwise, I'd be worried about who you're kissing.
Sure, you are my best friend.
Their catalog seems to rotate fairly quickly, and they're at the bottom of the list here because as of what I saw right now, they don't have a ton that's streaming. As far as stuff that we've covered on the channel, they currently have Pulse and We Are X, the Japan documentary.
Okay, those are both good.
The issue with Crackle, though, is that their browse feature kind of blows, and their search feature also kind of blows.
What is it with all these what is it with these big companies?
Right?
Like, I'm gonna take a moment to just we're gonna take a side trip with Kylie right now. we have been going through the ringer of trying to do like applications for stuff on very, very large company websites, and
True.
they're just slow and they're broken, and they kick you out of your account, and then they're like, that account doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
Yep.
You don't have a password. You're gonna have to call, but we're only available during working hours during the week and not on holidays and weekends. So, y'all,
This is not about Crackle.
this has nothing to do with Crackle. I'm just saying, I don't understand why big companies who make billions of dollars can release crap
Yes.
UIs. Like, why is that allowed?
I don't get it.
Why do we allow that? All right, that has been this side talk with Kylie. Sorry, we can cut all that out.
No, you're good. Going off of that, actually, the issue with Crackle is that you can categorize things by genre or alphabetize things by title, but
You can't like search an individual.
you can.
Oh, okay.
You can search if you know the title of the movie. It doesn't seem like they tag them very effectively. So if you try to search
like
Japan or Japanese, you get nothing.
I don't like that.
So I don't either. That's why
when those systems don't have tagging like that.
That's why they're at the bottom of the list.
But maybe because they're rotating out so much. Why am I rationalizing for a big company that should absolutely be tagging their shit? Never mind. Forget I said that.
So basically, if you search a movie like on Google or something, it'll have that little sidebar that it says where it's streaming. If it's on Crackle and you know that it's on Crackle, you're good. If you're trying to search for movies on there, just don't even bother.
Yeah.
Just use one of the other ones that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
So next up. Sexed up.
Nope.
we have Kanopy. This is one that we haven't used.
I've never heard of Kanopy.
This is the one I said was
Why do they all start with C?
This one's a K.
Okay, never mind.
Because they're cool with a K.
Okay.
So, Kanopy is a really cool idea. It is that if you have a public library card, you can sign up.
Oh.
And you don't have to pay.
Okay.
You just have to have access to a library card. The issue...
What is it? How does it go? What is it?
Having fun is hard.
Having fun isn't hard if you've got a library card. Okay.
No, that's exactly what I thought too. The issue is whether or not your local library system is in network, which ours is not.
Wow, that is surprising.
And
Y'all, we live in a capital city, so that is very surprising.
A capital with a K. And I looked on their website, right? Because they actually released a statement about it, because I guess Kanopy is getting bigger. It was founded in 2008.
Okay.
But it seems like it's getting bigger now, because I found a press release from earlier this year from our local library system that said we are not using it because this is something Kanopy doesn't tell you. The more that users stream on Kanopy, the greater the cost incurred by the library system is.
Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Libraries are already struggling.
Yeah. Apparently, they also said that the New York public library system canceled their subscription to it because it was costing them too much.
Yeah.
So if this is available to you, you can use it. Just know that it does affect your library.
If you use it, please go to your library. Like they need.
Yeah.
Like okay, man. I know we're like kind of in a weird situation. We're like, maybe can't go to the library, but like, They need all the help they can get right now.
Yeah.
Books are important.
They are.
I mean, ebooks are fine. I ain't trying to hate. I'm just saying, like, do your library a solid. Maybe toss the $5 bill in the doorway.
Just slip it under the door after hours.
Just put it in the book return slide.
It's good.
It's fine. It'll work. That's how trickle down economics works, right?
So as far as their actual interface, the reason that I bring up Kanopy though is because there's a good bit of crossover with a lot of the other services that we're going to talk about in terms of their catalogs. Kanopy actually includes a very large amount of Criterion Collection movies.
Oh, that's cool.
As far as I know, the only other place that Criterion movies are streaming typically is on Criterion's service, which is a paid service.
Okay, yeah.
Alice is here to help us talk about Kanopy.
Come on. Come up here. Hello.
Additionally, Kanopy is searchable by language or country of origin. So if you have access to it, and if you don't want to spend like $80 on a Blu-ray from Criterion, because I know they're extremely expensive as well, then this is an option, but it will affect your library's budget.
Yeah,
It's kind of a weird situation.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I will say the ability to search by country of origin.
That's good.
That's very good.
Yes.
Like, people need to, like, other streaming services, like even the ones that you pay for,
Yes.
they should get on that.
Yes,
That
I
is
agree. I
a
agree.
really cool way to be able to search.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So that one, we haven't used it personally, but like I said, it's decent catalog, but it's a little iffy once you know that you could be harming your local library.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I guess like
something to think about.
I guess if your local library feels like they can sustain it, then they're probably registered. So
True,
I mean,
yeah.
like, I guess honestly, it could be very good for rural communities.
That's true.
With smaller library systems.
That's true, with fewer people.
Yeah, it's a potential,
Yeah.
but yeah, that makes me feel a little iffy. I'm
It's
not
iffy.
sure.
It's
Yeah,
iffy.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Tell me more.
all right, third up, we got IMDb TV,
We've used that.
which we have used.
Yeah.
All right. So they were founded in 2019. Same sort of model as Crackle. It's free with ads. There's no sign up required. It's just purely you just go and you use it. There are two ways. There might be more. Let me know in the comments. But I could only find two ways of using it. One is through IMDb TV itself, and one is through Amazon.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
Amazon has an IMDb TV channel. So even if you don't have an Amazon account, you should be able to use IMDb TV. The reason I bring up the Amazon side of it is because, once again, okay, Crackle was bad in terms of not tagging their stuff properly.
Yeah.
IMDb TV literally does not have a search function,
Oh.
which is why you should use it on Amazon if you're going to use it. Because Amazon indexes by language and year and all that good stuff. So it's much easier to find stuff on there. But if you don't want to support Amazon, you could search Amazon to see what is in IMDb's catalog and then go to their website and try to find it. But like literally when I went to their website, it was just, here's a category and a category and a category. You got to browse through them all. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess that could be useful if you're trying to just find something to watch.
True.
But if you're specifically looking for Japanese movies, which I meant to ask you, do you know of any other movies that we've covered that are
Yes.
on either Crackle or IMDb?
So I don't know. I don't think we've covered anything that was on Kanopy.
Oh, that was
Because
the one.
that's mostly Criterion stuff.
Okay.
They're I didn't check if Youth of the Beast might be on there.
Oh, okay, that's
It
cool.
might. I'll double check and I'll put it on screen.
Yeah, that's cool.
House is Criterion, so House might be on there.
But you're not sure.
I'm not sure.
You're gonna look it up.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other Criterion movies that we've covered.
Well, it's okay. I mean, that's two.
Anyway, yeah. But IMDb TV has a good number, like a pretty solid number for anime and for live action.
Oh.
Again, there's some crossover here, but they've got stuff like Tag.
Oh, yeah.
After the Storm, if you remember that one.
Yeah. Is it the movie or the anime?
After the Storm, not After the Rain.
Oh.
After the Storm, the one about the divorced parents.
Yeah,
who have to
I
stay
remember
together.
when they're all they're in the playground. Yeah, I remember. I just
No, you're good. It happens.
I'm bad
They're
at
very
names.
similar titles.
They are, yeah.
Battle Royale.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell.
Oh.
The original movie.
I was gonna say, okay,
The-
which Ghost?
The movie. The anime movie
Yeah.
from the 90s.
Yeah.
And all about Lily Shushu, which
Oh.
we haven't watched or we haven't covered, but we got a lot of requests to cover that one. And if you haven't seen it, it is free and it's a Shunji Iwai movie, so like I'm gonna recommend it no matter what.
Go watch it.
So that's IMDb TV is a good like middle ground. They've got a lot of titles. Their site is garbage, but there's a secondary site that indexes them properly. So you know.
Yeah. And you can use Amazon's secondary site without a Prime membership.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Fourth on our list,
Or second?
or probably like the second best as
Okay.
far as what I could find, is Asiancrush, which
What is with all of you?
I think I've used this one, but I don't think we have together.
I am not familiar with it. No.
So this is a relatively new one. I actually couldn't find. They don't have a Wikipedia page. And on their website, they don't list when they started. But I remember only starting to see them a few years ago.
Okay, is this legitimate?
So, yeah, no,
Okay.
it is. It's another ad-based service.
Okay. I thought that was going to be the illegal one you were talking about.
No. Kanopy was the illegal one because we can't get it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So Asiancrush, as you probably would gather from the name, it caters exclusively to an Asian catalog.
Oh.
So it's only Japanese, Thai, Chinese, Korean, Taiwanese. There's like 8 categories, like
Okay.
eight countries of origin. So as a result of that, they probably have the largest selection.
Okay.
And it's ad-based, so the majority of their catalog you have access to just with ads. They do have a premium option where you can watch using ads without needing to register or anything. Mm-hmm. They have a premium option though, where you can remove ads and get access to additional movies that aren't available with ads.
Okay. How much is it?
So I think it's $5 a month.
Okay.
So it's relatively cheap.
Compared to some of the other ones.
Compared to some of the other
Yeah.
ones, definitely. And if this is like, if Asian movies are the majority of what you watch,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if that's really your
This
thing,
one's, like, perfect.
That makes sense. So okay, but tell me about the UI.
this caters more to live action movies as well.
Oh.
So if you use something like Crunchyroll or Funimation or something for anime, like this
It's kind of like the Crunchyroll
of
for
live action,
movies. Okay.
Exactly. The UI is good, honestly. I can't really complain because I tried when I was doing the research for this. Obviously, they have it sectioned off by country of origin, so that's super easy right up front.
Mm-hmm.
But they also properly index and tag, so you can search by directors
Oh,
and things like that.
That's
So if you
cool.
don't know the specific title, you can say like, "Oh, are there any Shion Sono movies?"
Cool.
And you can be like, "Do,"
So-
and it'll pop up.
So what's on there? Like, tell me some of the stuff that we've covered.
Some of the stuff that we've covered,
Yeah.
right? So you've got there's a bunch of stuff actually from Arrow.
Oh.
So there's
Arrow.
the One Missed Call series, the Ring series, the Happiness of the Katakuris,
Oh man, that's just like Halloween time,
Right?
ready to go.
Hanabi.
Oh.
And I think there are probably other Takeshi Kitano movies on there because Takeshi Kitano movies seem to be on most of these services.
Okay.
But Happy Hour, which the 5-hour movie about the 3 women.
Yes, sorry.
Or about
like,
the 4 women, rather.
names, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was really good.
Oh, I forgot. Audition is on there.
Oh. Okay.
And Yasa Daruman is on there, which is great.
It's awesome.
It's
yes.
great. And honestly, like, there's like,
There's a lot more.
I got that many just off of stuff that we've covered, and I was like, that's a big enough list.
Yeah.
Like, so
Okay, that's really cool.
there's a lot on that site.
And that's mostly free.
Mostly free.
And
All of the ones that I
was
listed
going to
are
say
free.
you're talking about non-premium stuff because
Yes.
we're not subscribed to it. So.
That's correct. That's correct. So that one's a really good choice in terms of selection.
Yeah.
And in terms of if you're specifically looking for live action.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Can you guess what it is?
Well, I certainly hope it's not Crunchyroll.
It's Crunchy. No.
Tubi. It has to be Tubi.
Yeah, it's Tubi.
Okay. Yeah.
So, all right. Tubi was founded in 2014 and bought by Fox in 2020, which I guess that means that it's owned by Disney now.
Rip.
Technically, like 2 steps removed. But Tubi is, again, free. No need to register with ads. That's how they subsidize it.
We use Tubi a lot.
We use Tubi a lot. The one advantage of making an account on Tubi is that you can save your progress.
Yeah.
So
if you want to
pause,
and leave, which we do
do
all
that
the
a lot.
time. We're so bad at like 10:30. It's like, oh, do you want to start a movie?
And then it's like,
And then it's like 11 o'clock, and we're like, okay, let's go to bed.
that's true. We do that quite often.
We do that a lot.
The good thing about Tubi is that it has a massive catalog. I mean, you know that, like you've seen.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And it rotates fairly regularly, as most streaming services do, but it has a pretty sizable collection of Japanese films, and the tags work. So while there's not a specific Japanese section, I think there's like either a foreign language or international section.
Okay.
You can just type Japanese and get a boatload of results, which is, it's nice.
Cool.
It's nice that you can just index it that way.
Yeah.
This one is a good, Tubi is a good option for if you want to watch any of the, what I put in the outline as modern classic anime, which like stuff from 10 to 15 years ago that like everybody knows the name of.
Like Death Note,
Death
Full
Note's
Metal
on there.
Alchemist.
I don't know if Full Metal Alchemist is on there.
Okay.
But like Death Note, a good chunk of One Piece.
Okay.
Naruto is on there.
A lot of shonen.
A lot of shonen, but also you mentioned that Ghost in the Shell was on IMDb TV.
Yes.
But
the movie.
The movie. But basically, from what I could see, basically the entire franchise is on Tubi.
Oh, that's cool.
As far as Standalone Complex and Ghost in the Shell 2.0, and I didn't see if Solid State Society was on there, but you get the point. There's a huge anime selection of stuff that was sort of, I guess, foundational about 10 to 20 years ago. That's old enough that I guess the licenses are really cheap for them at this point or something like that, or they're not that exclusive. In addition to that, though, because they have that over Asiancrush. In addition to that, though, there are also a good number of live action movies from both Arrow and Shout.
Oh.
So a bunch of stuff that we've covered.
That's awesome.
That's why I put them at the top of the list instead of Asiancrush.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Because of the Shout library.
Yeah. Well, what are some of the movies we've covered?
And actually some others that aren't on those labels that we've also covered.
Oh.
So Rego and Raiga are on there.
Oh my gosh,
So,
yes.
Just saying. You got Audition,
Okay.
Eros plus Massacre. I didn't check to see if that entire trilogy is on there, but Eros plus Massacre is on there.
That's on there.
And that's the most well-known from that trilogy. Departures is on there.
Oh my gosh, that's a great one.
Yeah. The One Missed Call and Ring series are both on there as well.
Okay.
Liz and the Bluebird is on there.
Oh.
And I think some of the other Sound Euphonium movies are on there.
Okay,
too.
I was curious if like it had any of the anime or
I think so. I saw at least some Sound Euphonium stuff, but I didn't like triple check to make sure the entire series is on there. Also, Gozu is on there. The Takashi Miike one with the kid wearing the bull head.
Yeah, that was the one where like he goes to
Yokohama. And everybody keeps saying, you're not from Yokohama,
Is it
you?
Yokohama, really?
I think it was Yokohama.
Oh.
I think so.
I thought it was... Okay, I didn't think it was Yokohama.
What did you think
I don't
it was?
know where I thought it was.
I think it was Yokohama.
I don't know why,
It might
but
have been Nagoya. I don't remember.
I thought it was Nagoya. I can't remember. Nepal keeps coming to my head.
Nepal?
So it was definitely
Yeah, they're
not
like,
that.
you're not from Nepal. Neither are we.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah.
In that regard, I think I put Tubi at the top because of the huge number of titles. Like specifically, if you watch this channel, and there is anything that we've covered that you haven't seen, there's a sizable chance that it will be on Tubi. And there's a bunch of other anime shows and movies. And the one other thing that they have over Asiancrush is that there will be if you like all your stuff being consolidated in one place, there's a bunch of like American and like English language movies as well. Like, I mean, that's the Hunger Games series was on there recently.
I think it just got taken off.
It did. It did just get, but like
but yeah,
big,
but it
like
was
Hollywood,
on there.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
big Hollywood movies like that'll be on there too. So, you know, they're all a little different. But honestly, I think between Asiancrush and Tubi, those are probably your best options.
For viewers of this channel, which is why we
Yeah.
wanted to do this movie, because we've definitely had a number of you reach out and be like,
Yeah.
like, how can I get these movies? Because
Right.
it's not always easy, and we totally get it. So we wanted to give you some options where you are likely going to be able, at least at some point, as long as you like keep tabs on the collections, when a good majority of the movies that we've covered are available for free to stream through these services.
Yeah, exactly. Without having to pay a dime. Because if you're a cheap-ass otaku,
Well, I mean, to be fair, you have to have an internet connection.
No, that's true.
And you have to have a device that allows you to stream from that. So like,
and that's absolutely true.
So like,
well.
let's not be, completely like let's recognize our privilege here.
No, absolutely,
So-
absolutely. Yeah, if you let's put it this way: if you have the capability of watching this channel right now,
Yes.
then you also have the ability to watch any of these services. Well, except maybe Kanopy. And
To be determined.
without spending additional money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, if honestly, I did a bit of research. I went through a handful of other services that also feature, to greater or lesser degrees, Japanese movies, and these are the 5 that I came up with that I thought were the best. If you have any other solutions or any other better, in your opinion, streaming services, let us know down below, whether it's anime or live action, just anything.
Yeah. I mean, of course, like with anime, we're not going to mention Crunchyroll and Funimation because those are just kind of like, those are very well known.
Those are like your 2 options right now of just dedicated English speaking, just dedicated anime.
I think I'm going to say, specifically for people watching this show on YouTube, there are movies, Japanese movies, that are in public domain. They're a lot older, obviously, because they're in public domain, that are on YouTube.
Yeah.
Youth of the Beast? Is that...
Youth of the Beast is too new, actually.
Okay, hold on. What is it called? Page of Madness.
Oh yeah, Page of Madness.
A Page of Madness is available on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's black and white, very old, but the watching that is amazing.
Oh,
It's
yes.
the way they created some of the scenes in that, like, that is a movie well worth watching, especially if you're into Japanese cinema. And it's on here. Like, we could probably freaking link it in the description. Like,
Oh yeah. I mean, I could link it.
there are others that are in public domain that are available on YouTube.
Yeah.
Not that we're recommending you go find movies that are streaming illegally on YouTube.
No.
But there are some that are in public domain.
Right. A good thing to note about that was that there was a 2006 court decision in Japan where the judge determined that any films created prior to, and I don't think it was including, but at least prior to 1953. So American occupation or earlier were in the public domain. So if it's 1952 or prior, if it's like when was the first one? 1889 up to 1952, you're good. Like in terms of Japanese copyright law, those are in public domain. Yeah.
So, I mean, there are a lot of options out there, and you don't necessarily have to watch what's like big, right now streaming. I mean, we have watched so many videos, or we have watched so many movies that are not as well known, or like not as many people are aware of it, or maybe they weren't as successful, or maybe they weren't as big, or something like that. And they're so much fun.
Yes.
And you really have a good time, and it's fun to break out of your comfort zone and try something different. You'll have flops. I mean, we've definitely had flops. But overall, give them a try. See what you find, and let us know. Let us know what you find for free on these streaming services, and then we can watch them, and we'll let you know what we think. That was really loud.
All right. I guess that's it.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
I remember. So when I was in college, our we had public speaking class, and one of the things that we were told in public speaking class is that we would get 50 points deducted if we ended our speech with "and that's it." So anytime I hear anybody say "and that's it," I'm just like.
Well, in that case, that's not it. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Oh my gosh.